The macro economy is strong. We have a 3.8% unemployment rate. Who's going to say that's bad? We've been closing in on full employment, if not surpassing it for a while, and that's even driven up wages, and we have had low inflation. So we've seen some real pay gains. As far as how people are going, as far as the macro to the micro, you can still find people who have been left behind. If you look in some of the areas in themed West, where factories are closing, Trump himself is talking about those problems via Twitter. I would argue that the fiscal stimulus provided by both Republicans and Democrats, all of the deficit spending, probably add a point to the GDP growth last year. But as that fades, things are starting to slow down. Do you think the proposal being bandied about right now with the Democrats in most of the sectors of the party, do you think that those improvements on the economy we have right now, or do you think they would have a negative effect on the economy? The problem is when you talk about the economy, you have to say whose economy are you talking about? We have vast inequalities, and there are many proposals that I think are going to diminish some of those gaps in wealth and income and wages and access to healthcare and housing. I very much so support those, whether they will then hurt GDP growth like the economic report suggests, and I'm extremely skeptical about that, so I tend to lean into a lot of those ideas. Because the GDP growth and the low unemployment and the wage gains are all glimmers of hope for the people you are talking about right there, and if you do things, and I guess you are likely saying that they don't have any effect, like the 70% tax rate is not going to hurt the GDP of the economy. I mean, yeah, that's correct. I don't know about spending $93 trillion on free everything. You do know that US economy used to grow much more quickly with much higher marginal tax rates. I do know in the Eisenhower years, no one paid close to 93 trillion. I'm making it very simple empirical point that the average tax rate for years